This is an interview with Dr. Will Hueston, the Executive Director of the Global Initiative for Food Systems Leadership.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Will. Good to have you here.
Glad to be with you.
Well, I just wanted to talk to you about the Global Initiative for Food Systems Leadership and talk about the path that you've come to this point in your career. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about your history.
Sure. This initiative is really a culmination for me, a culmination of a lifetime of experiences, sort of a journey of my own, from growing up in a small rural community and then serving as a community organizer, working for a farmer cooperative, and later for the federal government of the United States, and then as a university professor. And what I noticed in working in communities and working with companies and working with governments was that it wasn't my knowledge that made the difference. It wasn't having smart people that really made the difference. It was leadership. It was the ability of a group to come together to foster collective action. So this initiative is all about helping individuals gain those skills and that motivation and the capacity to come together for collective action to assure that we can provide adequate supply of nutritious food to everyone in the world. We had a wonderful opportunity through some of our global corporate private sector partners who worked with the Chinese government and identified an interest on the part of the Chinese government in international food safety administration. So these companies, Cargill, took the lead. They set the stage for us, and we put together a leadership program in partnership with the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, the European Commission, the U.S. government, the Dutch government, food companies across the Netherlands, Vion, a meat processing company, government sector operations at the Port of Rotterdam, to General Mills here in the United States. Put together a program that involved exposing or sharing ideas about how one can achieve a safe international supply chains for food and what that means for a country. And so the Chinese delegates, so we had 19 delegates from government, from industry, from academia across China, and they were able to hear the concepts, the principles in a classroom setting, and then go out in the field and see those principles being put to work, those principles in action in corporate settings and food industry settings and government settings like inspection stations, and comparing and contrasting the way certain types of food safety administration are administered in Europe compared to the United States. The excitement is that they tell us they've come up with some valuable ideas that they can take home and utilize in China, and we're very excited to partner with them toward that goal. I learn every time I have, or our team has, a chance to interact with leaders and emerging leaders and thought leaders from other countries. We come back with more ideas, and we come back better able to work across sectors, across countries, across disciplines, to develop this shared approach to global food systems. Again, all of us eat, and we all benefit from some of our food comes from local sources. It might be our backyard garden or the farm market down the street. While at the same time, humans have been trading food since the beginning of civilization. Back you go in the Mediterranean, dredge up those amphoras from the Greek ships that sunk, and they have amphoras of wine and grain. You look at the spice trade to the Orient, and bottom line is people were trading food around the world from the dawn of civilization. Well, we continue that, and we trade massive amounts of foodstuffs to our mutual benefit. Now what we're trying to add to that mix is the assurance that everyone in the world can have access to an adequate supply of food, and every country in the world can find a way to participate in the global food systems in a way that benefits them, both the nutrition of their people and the economic stability of their country. Oh, I see us collaborating in a variety of ways. The initiative is all about seeking opportunities where there's a critical mass of energy and enthusiasm around an idea that we can help catalyze to fruition. And really the initiative is about helping develop ideas, training programs, and leadership initiatives that will gain a life of their own. It's about stimulating a movement towards global food systems leadership. Not that we will do everything, that we can help. We can help make these or catalyze these to success. And it is our hope and dream that as we plant these seeds around the world and help nurture them through our consortium of universities and our private sector and public sector partners, that we will be able to foster a whole new generation of food systems leaders, individuals that think of themselves as committed to an adequate food supply for everyone, more so than aligned with any individual discipline or country or sector.
Well, this is excellent, and I appreciate you visiting with us today. Thanks, Will.
You're welcome.